Good day everyone, you are welcome to another economics lesson. Today we are going to be considering a very important topic, financial institutions. I know you are familiar with financial institutions like bank, because your parents go to banks for various forms of transactions. Today we are going to learn not just bank but other financial institutions. Now, what is financial institutions? Financial institutions are institutions which hold money for individuals and institutions and may borrow from them in order to give loans or make other investments. It means some financial institutions get money from individuals, from institutions, and they give loans. And others borrow money from the public in order to give loans and to make other forms of investments. Now, types of financial institutions. There are two major types of financial institutions. The first one is the banking institutions. These are institutions like commercial banks, central banks, merchant banks, development banks, savings banks. The next category is the non-banking financial institutions. These are institutions like insurance companies, acceptance house, hire purchase companies, discount houses, and lots more. Now let's start by looking at bank. What is bank? Bank is a financial institution that either accepts deposits from the public and lends on interest basis or specializes on lending on interest basis for economic development. So it means some banks are deposit banks. They accept money from individuals and from the public, and then they give loans to the public. Some get money and then lend out the money to the public for economic development. Now, origin of banking. Banking started with the activities of goldsmiths. Goldsmiths are those people who work on gold. And because golds were very valuable, the goldsmiths maintained a strong room where they keep their gold. So in this strong room, the golds are safe. Merchants, those who go from place to place to buy and sell, find it safe to keep their gold with the goldsmiths. So they go to the goldsmiths and deposit their gold. The goldsmith in turn issue them receipts. And whenever the merchants want to buy things later on, they started using the receipts to buy things instead of using gold. This made early bankers to now issue banknotes of fixed denominations. And that was the genesis of the banking system. So the next stage is the development of the banking system. Types of banks. The first one we're going to consider is the commercial banks. Commercial banks. They are joint stock financial institutions that accept deposits from the public and give loans to individuals or other institutions. So they are banks that accept deposits, people keep money with them, and then give loans to the public or other institutions. They are joint stock because it is a company, or they are companies owned by shareholders. Functions of commercial banks. The first one is they accept deposits. So individuals, institutions keep money with them. They maintain three types of accounts for people. People can either keep their money in current accounts, fixed accounts, or savings accounts. They also lend money to the public. The public go to them to borrow money. And they lend money in three ways. They either give direct loans. People who want money go there and get loans directly. Or they allow people to withdraw from their accounts an amount more than what they have in their account, which is called overdraft. Or they discount bills. They make money available to those who are in possession of treasury bills, commercial bills, and the rest. So they lend money in three ways. They act as agents of payment. You can give a standing order to a bank to make payments, and they will make payments. They can make salary payments. They also make payments on behalf of their customers through checks. They safekeep valuables like jewelries, certificates. So those who have jewelries, valuable things and certificates, keep them safely in commercial banks. They also issue travelers' checks to those who are traveling abroad so that they can carry out transactions easily with huge sum of money. They also provide financial advice to their customers on how to go about some businesses, small scale businesses, and the rest. So they give advice to their customers in the aspect of finances. They serve as trustee and executor of will. It means they can execute will on behalf of somebody who has died. So they execute will to the family of a deceased. They also implement government monetary policy. So government formulate policies, and these policies are being implemented through commercial banks. You will get to know about government monetary policies later. They also offer investment services. Many customers have money. They don't know what to do with the money. They don't know how to go about the money. So they can accept the money from these customers and invest for them through stocks, bonds, and the rest. So they offer investment services. Now the next type of bank we are going to be dealing with now is the central bank. The central bank is the apex financial institution which carry out monetary policy of the government. So it's the apex. Apex means it's the highest. Other banks are under the central bank. Now let's look at the functions of central bank. One is the banker to the government. Government maintains account with the central bank. The revenue of the government from various sources are usually kept in central bank, and so they are called the banker to the government. They issue and control currency. The central bank gives directive for the printing of currency, and also ensure that the right amount of currency in circulation is maintained. So they issue currency and then they control the currency in circulation. The central bank also serves as banker's bank. Other banks are to open account with the central bank. So other banks also keep deposits with central bank. The central bank acts as a lender of last resort, meaning when other banks or financial institutions are in financial difficulties, they go to the central bank for assistance. So the central bank gives them assistance in order that they get out of the financial difficulties. Now the central bank also is involved in foreign exchange transactions. The central bank maintains foreign currencies and also is involved in foreign exchange control. The central bank also manages national debt. It means the central bank borrows money on behalf of the government and pays back the money on behalf of the government. So the management of this debt is in the hands of central bank. Central bank is also responsible for monetary policy. Now, monetary policies are policies that are fashioned out to control the amount of money in circulation. The central bank is responsible for that. If the money in circulation is too high, the central bank formulates a policy to bring it down, and vice versa. The central bank also maintains the country's foreign reserve. Countries maintain foreign reserve. Nigeria also has foreign reserve. Now, it is the duty of the central bank to maintain this foreign reserve. Now, the central bank, like I said earlier, is the apex bank. And because it is the apex bank, other banks or financial institutions are under the central bank. So the central bank formulates rules and regulations in order to guide their activities in the banking industry. The central bank is also involved in external businesses. It represents the government in meetings with international financial institutions like International Monetary Fund, IMF, World Bank, African Development Bank, and the rest. So it is the central bank that represents the government in these meetings. The central bank also gives advice to the government on finances and economic development. The central bank has experts in monetary aspects and experts in development issues. So they give advice to the government in those areas. That is that about the two financial or bank financial institutions we're going to consider this day. We'll look at others when next we meet. Now it's an assignment for you. Define mortgage bank. The number 2 is explain the functions of mortgage bank. Submit this assignment to me using my WhatsApp number, the one I sent to you the other time. Thank you, and God bless.